Hello, we're back with another bobber update. I was planning on bringing you it sooner, but the weather's been crap. What an update this one is. You're gonna like this. I've really cocked it up. I suppose the best thing to do is just to show you. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna apologise for the wind. There's nothing I can do about nature, it's just tough. Now, the dented fuel tank. Now, you remember the saga we had trying to get something to work in there to make it pop out? It wasn't successful. I've since had another bash at it, and if you draw your eye back, this used to be all the way down to this bottom seam as well, so it was that big. Yeah, I made a tool. I made this adapter that went in the fuel tank, and I pumped it up using a stirrup pump, like you would your bike tyres, and it started to come out. It started to come out. It started to come out. Really happy with this. I carried on pumping until all of a sudden there was a big bang. It fired my thing straight out of the tank, scared the living crap out of me, and has blown the tank off the frame. Let me see if I can. There you go. Now I've tried to since refit it, but nothing mounts up. You can't see. There's a semicircle piece on the tank that goes around a circular piece on the frame, like so. Well, that's all bowed out and pushed out. This side don't line up no more. The tank sort of splays out at the back. The fuel tap is now sort of, you can see, look, cocked out to the side a little bit. Yeah, everything's not right. Yeah, it did take out most of the dent, but I think it also caused one as well. There's that wasn't there before, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, so I think I just about busted the tank in half, which is obviously crap, but it is what it is. I was told by a couple of reliable sources to do it that way, and it was working, to be fair. I hadn't allowed for expansion anywhere else on it though. I didn't actually think of it about that. If I'm popping that out, then it still could possibly be saved yet, but that dent, and now that dent there, we're gonna have to be careful. We're trying to like squeeze it back together, or which is what I'm going to try and do today. I'm going to see if I can do that and see if you can get it mounted properly at the front, if not properly there securely, because now it's hopped up a couple of inches. It's giving it a bit more of a raked look, which is going to go lovely with the new bars that we bought, that I'm not going to reveal yet. We'll wait until they come and then we'll show you then. But yeah, it has improved that look. It does cause now the top of the forks to strike the frame though, the tank, sorry, which has caused some damage. Again, it is what it is. So it's either going to end up remounted, bit of filler, repainted, it's going to be matte black, and left like that, or we're going to have to bite the bullet and buy a new tank, which isn't going to be cheap. But it might be what it comes to. In other news, I removed that great big hanger bracket type exhaust thingy. Flash cut the exhaust there for now. I've got another silencer on the way for that. Well, not on the way, but it's going to be on the way, don't you worry about that. That's going to go nice with what I want, I think. But that's cleaned that up no end and opened it up lovely jubbly. I've just bit of whiz tin on it just to make sure it don't rust properly. It's all going to need cleaning up and tightening up at some point, but I'm not going to go like showroom shiny. I'm just going to go for like, I want it to show its age a bit. I don't want it to be perfect, so, but I don't want to rat at the end of the day either, so you'll see when it comes. Right, the number plate mount and the rear light is on order. They are on their way here. I'm not sure where they are. since the tank and everything, the seat has done something to its positioning. It's blown this mount funny on the seat, which was only supposed to be temporary, which turned into more permanent. Let's see if I can, but I don't know if it's bent it or something, or but it's changed all that. But it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I might have to look at what's going on there. But realistically, this one's mounting under the tank anyway. It was only just done quick. And the tank's probably going to have to come off today for me to investigate it further to try and get it back to shape. So, in more news, I've tidied up a load of this wiring, rewired it, split it up and stuff. That's all the wiring for the back brake light and things. I have got some foam tapes, and I'm going to take these all up. Not foam, fabric tape that they use on wiring looms. So I want to tidy all that up, make it look all nice. And I haven't come up with a plan for a battery box yet. I've got a big sheet of steel. I was planning on welding something up and doing a battery come starter box. We still might, yeah, I'm not sure. For now, that's working, so that's how it's staying. Yeah, all the upper brackets like cleaned up, chopped off. Looking loads better on the back end there. Soon be ready to start on the front. Now, front's going to be a case of bars and then extending some controls and stuff, rewiring some stuff and what have you. We'll go from there. But for now, I'm going to look at this seat. So I'm going to go and finish my coffee, and I'm going to get some tools. I'm going to get that fuel hose disconnected from the tap. I'll do that 10mm there from the frame, and that'll go and lift straight off. And then I can see what we're doing, and then we can inspect the damage a bit better. I'll show you what's going on. So the tank's off, and those of you who've been watching will know that that is considerably smaller than it was. But I can't really risk putting more air into this tank and causing any more damage. But I wouldn't mind getting that out. But the reason why I'm hesitant is this here. I don't know if you can see that. I think that's a possibility the tank's going to split. Right, so, sorry. Now, this is where the problem lies. These, well, this one's about right. This one's splayed out, I'd say, an inch to the right, which is causing it to not mount correctly. It seems to be like that all the way down that side. Now, me and my son, drop that fuel out, hang on 1 second. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, me and my son, I put it down on the floor here, and I did try to squish it back together using my fat self. And it did come in a bit, but it doesn't seem to have saved it. Now, we've got colour options here. We can try and ratchet strap it and squeeze it back together and risk splitting it and puncturing the tank. We could try me just sitting on it and trying to squeeze it back together, risk puncturing it and splitting the tank. The plus, if any of that does work, we're still left with this dent, which I'm not going to then go blow out with a thing, because, well, I'm not pushing my luck twice. So then that's going to need sanding, filling and painting. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do right this minute. The obvious thing to do is to try and bend it back into place. And like that's the best thing for my wallet too. So I'm going to give this a little bit more thought, and then we'll see what I come up with. Right, so whilst I was here, I've removed the seat because I've decided I want to mount it better. Now, the original tank bolt is one of these doodads, and that just bolts up to here and to a captive bolt. Nut, sorry. Yeah. Now I'm thinking of getting the other piece and getting it underneath here, so then I can get something longer to go all the way through, and then add another nut on the bottom to secure that for the front of the seat. and that will make that more secure and make it better and more permanent, because that was only ever a temporary setup anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to go in the shed. I need to grind the sides off the bracket just a little bit so it slots in this gap, because it's like a couple of mil too proud, and then that should work out lovely. Then I've just got to find something to go in there. Yeah, and then we're going to worry about the tank. You can sort of see from this angle how it's splayed out. This side looks nice, and this side looks like it's gone out a bit. We'll have to see what we can do with that. Okay, so my hunt for a ratchet strap was unsuccessful. I went to borrow one, but I could only find something really heavy duty, and that's just going to muller the tank. So I've got me and my son. He's a big lad, not the one who was here a second ago, and we just tried to compress it on the floor to try and squeeze it back together, and that's no luck. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. Really, I wanted to at least get it back on the frame and secure for now, but it looks like I'm going to have to get a new tank. So I'm going to try to remount this as best as I can for now. Yeah, hope the seat mounts better. So with a new tank, probably going to get something that mounts on top of the frame, something like that. So I'll probably have to make some new mounting points for that, and definitely have to clean that up. But for now, I want the old one back on, and that goes through here. So I found another bolt. I've modified the bracket. That's going in under here. I'm going to nut and bolt that and the tank together, and then I'm going to put the seat back on. So I'll bring you back if anything like miraculous happens, like that fits better. Okay, so that's the tank remounted. A lot more secure, but not perfect. Got a different bolt for it. That goes all the way through. Now this goes under and joins on there, which gives a better line to the seat, which is lovely. Exactly what I was hoping for. Reconnected the fuel line. Now I think I'm going to clean some bits and bobs up. I have to check some emails in the hope that some parts are going to arrive today. Right, I think I'm going to try and clean these up a little bit. I'm not going to try too hard. I mean, I could get some water sol and like really get some stank and sort it out proper probably, but once I start good, this works, the old WD-40, and I'm not bothered if it don't work. I can't really care less. I'm just going to have a see while I'm sat here. So the front was in worse condition than the back, but the back was bad, and all I've done is wiped it with a dry rag, and it's come up loads better. So I'm hoping these can be saved. Okay, so it has cleaned them up a lot. It's brought up loads of crap, but it's not getting off enough for the. I mean, this was a 12 quid tin of WD-40. I'm going to opt for auto sol there, but you can see it has cleaned a load of it off. Yeah, but that's a bit too expensive to be using on that. Now I've got some cheap stuff, but I'm not using that on there either. So I think I'm going to get some auto sol or something like, and give them a proper go over. We don't need to worry about these shocks because these shocks are being replaced, so that's spot on. But we've got to get all this grime off it. It's got 20, well, when was it driven from? 2003 to 2016, so it's got 13 years worth of road grime on it, and grease and crap, and whilst I don't want to make it perfect, I do want to remove most of that stuff, and I'm probably going to end up like cleaning up rusty bits like this, treating it, and then painting it as well. But I'm not building an immaculate bike. Right, so we'd see me rear shops and my number plate light and stuff ain't turning up today, which has sort of put me on a bit of a downer. I've just boxed up a load of the old parts to a viewer who was watching and contacted me on Facebook, asked if he could buy the parts. We've done him a nice deal. Gets them out of my way, gets him some spares, makes use of them again, which is good. So I think we're going to call it a day on this today though. Sort of run out of motivation now, so I'm going to go edit this video. Well, I'm going to put my bike back first, then I'm going to go edit this video and we'll get it on. If you like the video, consider subscribing, give it a thumbs up and all that. Bars are on the way, they've been purchased. Just about to go and purchase the exhaust for it now, so things still to come. I'm not going to tell you what they are, we'll just wait and see when it gets there. So until next time, cheers.